Welcome back to Hardline Talk. It's Rick Nazaval, Jamin De La Pena, Mary Jane De La Pena, and Russell Jones. This is the politically incorrect talk show that does not hold back on the truth. We are enjoying this wonderful Southern California evening. The clouds are gone. The rain's gone. It's going to be a spectacular weekend. I can't wait. Thanks for sharing part of the evening with us here on Hardline Talk. Thanks for your support on Facebook. And we are also on Twitter at Hardline Talk. And check out our new website, hardlinetalk.com. DF Movie Productions. I love them. Those guys are the best. If you want your project to actually be finished on time and under budget, actually, they might even give you money back. How's that? Oh, I don't know. No, that's not going to happen. Okay, we're all laughing now. Oh, forget that. We know who owns that place. Call 323-632-3301. That's 323-632-3301. And since we're talking about DF Movie Productions, Jamin, something's happening with these guys. You're coordinating something with them. What's happening?
Yes. Thursday, May 28th. So at the end of this month, coming up really closely, DF Movie Productions is going to be at Phoenix Comic-Con in Phoenix, Arizona.
Ooh,
and
hot.
They are not only, like we've said before, at Level Up, but they are also here at Phoenix Comic-Con going to be having open auditions. So come by to Phoenix Comic-Con. There's going to be tons of people there. Let's see, who's going to be there? Ron Perlman. Like, there's just a ton of great people. Like, half the cast of Battlestar Galactica is going to be there, the remake. Jim Beavers from Supernatural. Go see them and then come audition for one of our movies. Maybe, we'll actually, I don't know. Maybe something will happen, but come audition for one of our movies at Phoenix Comic-Con Thursday, May 28th in Phoenix, Arizona.
That sounds very cool. I like that. And what positions or what type of roles are you looking for?
We are casting for both union and non-union projects, paid and non-paid things. We're looking at all kind of backgrounds, all kind of ethnicities, all age groups, all experience levels. It doesn't matter if you've never even thought of acting before. Come check us out. Maybe you have a secret talent. Maybe, just come audition. What can it hurt?
I love it. Do it.
There's no downside.
You could be discovered.
And if you don't, even if you don't, it's a Comic-Con. They're awesome. There's so much to do there. Just come audition for us.
Let's do it. Tom Brady. I don't know. I used to hate Tom Brady. Have I said this before? I really didn't like him. And then, he seemed very likable. And, he seemed likable. I didn't say he was likable.
He seemed likable?
He seemed likable. I'm being nice, okay?
I think I missed that.
You did miss that. And you can't make up what happens on the football field. He's talented. He's had a lot of great talent surrounding him. I didn't pull for him in winning the Super Bowl. There's always been a lot of speculation that the NFL or somebody allowed them to spy on the Rams, which eventually ended up in a Super Bowl win. There's been a lot of weird things about the Patriots, and now the hammer's come down. Roger Goodell has given a lot of thought, and maybe he's overstepped his boundaries. Now he's going to be called in as a witness on the appeal. He was going to preside over that. That didn't make any sense. Like having Julius Caesar, who condemned you to death, presiding over the appeal. So that's not going to work. I want Mary Jane's take on this. Are you a fan of Tom Brady?
I'm not really a sports fan at all.
Well, a people fan. You can't miss that. That guy's coming at you like a traffic accident. So so you can't. He's like he's like a virus. He's coming at you, and you can't avoid it. So it's like Joe Carsonias. You're hearing about this even though you don't want to.
Yeah.
What are your feelings?
Well, I kind of look at it from afar, kind of trying to see both sides of it and everything. And I guess they said that the problem is there in the league is that there's not really any set, if you do this, this is the punishment, that sort of thing. It's all up to Goodell, I guess. And so that's one problem. And so some people are saying, he got the exact right punishment, and then, but it wasn't just him. It was the team also. They're the ones with the $1 million fine and the loss of draft picks and that sort of thing.
Was it overkill? Do you think it's overkill for deflating balls?
I don't know. It's like relatively when they only gave 2 games to what's his name, Rice,
For beating up his fiance?
Yeah. I mean, but if you go by that, then you wouldn't punish anybody for anything if you're trying to do it relative to what the other guy got.
This was actually, involved in the game.
Right.
This wasn't like an outside situation. This was something that they did to make the game more comfortable for them.
Right. And I think it's good that they're trying to make a point that, just because he's the star, he's not going to get away with it. And
I didn't think they were going to punish him.
And
cheating I kind of agree
cheating.
with Jamin, but I think that if it was any other quarterback, name another quarterback, Mary Jane. Do you know anybody else?
Joe
Manning.
Montana.
Okay, Manning. Okay, but he's kind of on the same plane. There you go.
Right.
But if it was somebody like, I don't know, just any other quarterback, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I can only think of star quarterbacks, but, I can only think of people that are usually producing pretty well. But, okay, so let's say it was just some haphazard quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
They would have expelled him from the league for a year. But Tom Brady, they can't afford to lose the money.
Right.
People are watching the Patriots on Sunday night. That's the
Right.
biggest draw is Sunday night football now.
Yeah.
Not Monday night, but Sunday night.
Yeah.
And they need him on television. And
Well, he's like the face of the league, kind of.
right, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
they're trying to make him the face of the league. And I
Well,
don't
and
see
there's-
how that they really didn't give him more. Sean Payton, you know who that is? He is
No.
the coach for the Saints.
Mm-hmm.
And he had nothing to do with this
The bounty thing.
bounty gate.
Mhm.
Exactly. See,
Mhm.
you know. You
Yeah.
pretend you don't know, but you know. She's like dumb like a fox. She knows it all. She knows it all. She's gonna be telling us. She's gonna be schooling us. Anyway, so that was not fair to him.
Right.
He had nothing to do, but the NFL said that he should have known.
Right. Well, that might be the case here because they say they don't have any hard proof that he knew it, but he kind of had to.
The hard proof is that his one of the ball guys was calling himself the deflator.
Right, but I don't think they had Tom Brady actually. They don't have any smoking gun that actually physically.
Tom
connects
should have
him to it.
apologized a long time ago,
Yeah.
and this whole thing would have gone to the wayside. Any
Yeah.
closing thoughts, Jamin?
Yeah, I'm just glad that he got punished. I really didn't think that they would, and I was surprised, and, it is what it is.
Well, we'll see how the appeal goes, huh?
Yeah.
You hope he gets less games?
No, I don't really
More.
hope one way or the other. I'm just curious to see what happens.
He'll get less. 2 games.
1.5 games.